Well, I've always enjoyed good health, and until I was in my 50s, I started having pain in my hands, fingers, wrist, up in my arms, and it got seemingly worse. Um, Little things like I couldn't zip my dresses in the back. I had to hold a coffee cup with two hands, and sometimes even the steering wheel. I had to use the second hand to actually turn the wheel, so it's getting kind of scary. So I read some holistic things and tried some supplements and that sort of thing first, and finally broke down and went to a medical doctor through a teaching hospital. He was a very nice man, did a lot of research and brought out his research and showed me and said, you have rheumatoid arthritis. It's not uncommon for people your age. The best you can basically do is treat it, treat the symptoms, learn to live with it, and he prescribed some pain medication, which I had filled and took for 2 or 3 days, which left me laying around on the couch with no energy, and I just thought, this is not working. I do not want to live like this. And at the time, I was a woman living alone, and I was concerned about how am I going to take care of myself? How am I going to continue to work if I don't have good use of my hands? So I was getting pretty desperate. So I knew about upper cervical from family members and had never associated with what was going on with me at the time. But I went in and was told that I needed to start a concerted plan, and I did so reluctantly because I was there 2 or 3 times a week, and but I started feeling better. And it wasn't an overnight thing for me, but I kept going back because I was feeling better. And I got more mobility in my fingers, and I could see that the inflammation was going down, the swelling was lessening. I wasn't as stiff as I used to be. And so I became a true believer, I guess. And then after I got more and more information from Dr. Drury, who was treating me, it just seemed common sense as to how the body heals, and that I was just benefiting from how upper cervical works. So I've been a patient ever since, and this was almost 20 years ago, 15 years ago maybe, and I enjoy really wonderful help. I'm very grateful for that, and I do credit upper cervical care with that. I mean, I have full mobility in my hands and arms. I have no pain. I take no prescription drugs. I feel good every day. It's rare that I have a day when I don't feel just full of energy. So I'm grateful for that. And like I said, it's upper cervical that made the difference. I tried a lot of other routes, and although everybody was coming from their truth, it it didn't work for me. And I have to tell you, I always had a bias toward the natural healing arts anyway. I have not been a fan of prescription drugs. I've seen the side effects and what they've done to a lot of my friends who still don't experience optimum health. And I just think this is a way to go people need to know about. It worked for me.